Welcome to the second part of troubleshooting user sync utility. So as I mentioned in the earlier slides, so here you go with the RSR execute user sync config form. So in this form, you will be able to see one field which is Z1D action. So this field holds an entry or the value as a start entry or create entry. So when the entry is set to start entry, that means it should start the execution of the user sync utility. And when the entry is set to create entry, then that means the another execution is waiting. So there is another form, UDM execution instance. This form actually holds the instance for the user sync. So let's say your user sync execution got failed, so you will be able to see the corresponding error message into the status field of this form. So in this snapshot, you can see the status has finished with errors. So that means there is a failure during the user sync execution. So the corresponding logging information that you can very well see into the log field onto the same form, or you can follow the process or follow the steps involved in the next slide. So let's say if the user status is waiting, so in that case you need to check the AR log and AR plugin.log files for any related warnings or errors. If the status is finished or finished with error, then check the logs from the mentioned directory. So based upon the exception in the logs, you can perform the required corrective action as mentioned in the below table. So let's say your user sync is getting failed with the error as connection host exception. So that means your smart reporting server is not reachable from your AR system server, where actually the user sync job is getting executed. Either it can be admin server or it can be the integration server. Then another warning you may see is SSL handshake exception. So let's say your smart reporting is hosted on SSL, or you are using the load balancer for smart reporting configuration. So in that case, your AR server Java Trust Store needs to validate the smart reporting certificate. So if your AR server Java Trust Store does not have the smart reporting SSL certificate, so during the user sync execution, you may face with this error. So what you need to do is to make sure to import the smart reporting application certificate to the AR server Java Trust Store. So there is another error or warning you may end up into, which is out of memory error or Java heavy space. So this error may happen in case the amount of users are already onboarded, or the amount of users which are getting synchronized with the smart reporting application are in hundreds or thousands of values. So in that case, there is a possibility that your Karte server may run out of memory. So to recover from that error, you may need to restart the Karte server process, or you can very well restart the AR services. So to get the user sync manually invoked, you can also tool, or we can say it's a spoon client, using which you can execute the user sync utility. So here it will ask for the same information which are available onto the previous mentioned form, which are details related to smart reporting server info and the details available into the UDM variable form. So that means the related information for smart reporting server and AR server respectively. For more information, you can watch out for the links mentioned. Thank you for watching the video and stay tuned.